Where are the most beautiful places in the world? They're usually up on top of a mountain or deep into the woods. The thing about those places in the world, they're usually a little bit hard to get to. You have to hike deep into the woods to get to that special spot. You have to climb a mountain to see the view, and not everyone's going to find it. And so that's kind of how I feel like with my son Gideon. He takes a little work to get to know sometimes, just to learn how he operates, but whenever you do figure that out, he's the greatest view there is. I think he's just one of the greatest wonders of the world.
We're here. I love it. Yeah.
You're a good politician, John.
Good to see ya. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're glad you're here. Good morning, kids.
Hey.
Hi, bud. Good morning. Oh, you look cozy.
Yes,
You look nice and cozy in that. Hi, good morning.
You ready for today? You ready for today? It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's trying to wake up. It's circle time.
My husband is John, and I'm Beckah. We met when we were in 8th grade. We had our first son, Shepherd. Then we had Gideon next. I remember telling John that we were pregnant again, and we were overjoyed because we knew that we'd have a little brother or sister, and that they were going to be best friends forever, which is what's happened.
I went with Beckah to all of her ultrasounds. The first early ones, you didn't see anything. The pregnancy looked like it was going just completely normal. And then by about the second trimester, they were seeing something they didn't like.
When they started seeing the scans of Gideon, even at 20 weeks, they knew there was going to be big issues. And so that's kind of when it hit me the first time in one of those appointments was, I was like, how serious is this? Like, do I need to be like putting him on the wait list for Little Lighthouse? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, I definitely would get him on that wait list.
It was 1979, and I had just started my company, and the guy 2 doors down happened to be the chairman of the board at Little Lighthouse, Jim Jones. But he told me about it. I went back to his office, and he kept talking about the lighthouse, what they do. My wife and I got involved. Then our children started coming.
I couldn't wait for the Little Lighthouse events when I was a kid. My favorite one probably was the Laps for Little Ones.
They would come to all these events. We had a arts and crafts festival, and our kids loved that too. The whole time I was on the board, my focus was really on, can we get a facility of our own sometime, and making payroll and just a lot of stuff like that. I think it's just about impossible to really tie into what it's like from the family standpoint, until someone really close to you has special needs.
His primary diagnosis is lissencephaly. He also has cerebral palsy and epilepsy from seizures, and he's G-tube dependent. That whole hospital stay, in the NICU is definitely surreal. One of the doctors had a Post-it note, and she was just holding on to it. It was really kind, but was just sort of reading and saying a lot of nevers. He will never eat, he'll never see, he'll never hear, he'll never stand, he'll never walk, he'll never crawl, he'll never sit up, he'll probably never hold his head up. My thought the whole time was like, what can he do? He just only said nevers.
You do? Where is she? Oh, you're right, Brooks. There's Toby. She's at school today. Hi, Tobers. What about Gideon? Is Gideon at school?
Yeah.
Where's Gideon? You're right. Gids is here. Hi, buddy. Good morning.
I love that phrase from the Little Lighthouse about rejecting the never and embracing the not yet. When I think about Gideon, I don't think of him as nevers, because that's how God is. God rejects the never. Since we've been blessed to be at the Little Lighthouse now, I've seen the most precious kids do the things that I honestly, as even another mom didn't think they would ever do. And it's so amazing to see these moms recounting these stories about what the doctors told that they would never be able to do, and then coming at Little Lighthouse, and it's like the Little Lighthouse just doesn't even hear that.
I think the Lighthouse affects everybody in different ways. Hardly anybody doesn't know someone in their circle, especially these kids. Probably every kid in there is doing things that initially no one said he would ever do.
He can hear amazingly. He loves music. He loves his siblings laughing, but then also when we had our new baby sister and she cries, that also makes him laugh. So yeah, they said he could never talk or communicate, but I mean, that kid knows how to communicate. He will let you know like what he wants and what he doesn't want. So yeah, there's so many not yets that he's embracing, that we're embracing with him, and you never know what he's gonna keep doing. I mean, the sky's the limit, because he really is always surprising us.
Thank you, Lord, for making me.